If you are interested in deepening and understanding your spirituality to know your divinity, please check out our recently published book on Amazon, whose link is included in the description below this video.
Imagine a world where your thoughts are no longer tethered to your mind, where you can seamlessly share your ideas with someone across the room or even across the globe. This isn't the stuff of science fiction, it's the frontier of cutting-edge technology we're exploring today. Welcome to our exploration of thought transfer through electronic devices and the revolutionary developments in brain chip implants. Let's start by diving into the fundamental idea of thought transfer. For centuries, scientists have sought to understand how our brains communicate, not just within themselves, but with the external world. At its core, thought transfer revolves around the notion of sharing brain signals. In recent years, researchers have employed technologies like EEG, which measures electrical activity in the brain, to decode these signals. In pioneering experiments, scientists have demonstrated the ability to send information from one brain to another. For instance, a group of researchers successfully managed to send simple motor commands from one rat to another, creating a form of animal communication that was previously unimaginable. Fast forward to current advancements. Human trials are underway. Imagine two participants connected to a system that translates one person's neuronal activity into commands that another person executes. These early tests are laying the groundwork for future breakthroughs that could redefine communication. Transitioning from thought transfer to another monumental innovation, brain chip implants. Companies like Neuralink and Kernel are at the forefront, developing devices that function directly with our brain's neuronal activity. But how exactly do these brain chips work? In simple terms, they are tiny devices that can read and interpret the electrical signals generated by our neurons. When implanted into the brain, these chips create a connection that bridges our neural pathways with electronic devices. Take the story of individuals who have benefited from these implants. For example, patients with paralysis have been able to control computer cursors simply by thinking about the desired movements, regaining a sense of agency in their lives. Others with neurological disorders are finding relief through targeted stimulation aimed at specific brain regions. The prospect of thinking command inputs for various applications is quickly becoming a reality. Now let's take a closer look at how this technology works. Understanding brain signals. The human brain communicates using electrical impulses generated by neurons firing. These signals, known as brain waves, occur in various patterns and frequencies which correspond to different thoughts, movements, and emotions. Technological approaches. Electroencephalography, or EEG, is one of the most common tools used to measure and record electrical activity from the scalp. It captures momentary fluctuations in voltage resulting from ionic current flows within the neurons. This technique is non-invasive and allows researchers to observe brain activity in real time. Functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI. Although primarily used for imaging blood flow in the brain, fMRI can also indicate neuronal activity by detecting changes associated with metabolic activity. This method provides high spatial resolution, making it easier to pinpoint which parts of the brain are involved in specific tasks or thoughts. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. BCIs translate the brain's electrical activity into commands that can control external software or hardware. They can be either invasive, implanted directly into the brain, or non-invasive, attached to the scalp. Experiments in thought transfer and brain signal detection, the brain-to-brain interface experiment. In 2013, researchers at the University of Washington conducted a pioneering experiment that demonstrated a form of brain-to-brain communication. They used EEG to capture the brain signals of one participant who was instructed to think about moving a cursor. These signals were then transmitted via the internet to another participant wearing a transcranial magnetic stimulation device, which converted the signals into a motor command to trigger muscle movement in the second participant's hand. This experiment marked one of the first successful demonstrations of thought transfer between minds through a machine medium. The brain-computer interface for paralyzed patients. In several studies, including research led by Stanford University, scientists developed a BCI that enables individuals with paralysis to control a computer cursor or robotic limb using their thoughts alone. In these studies, participants wear an electrode array either implanted or on the scalp to capture brain signals associated with desired movements, which are then decoded in real time to control the cursor on a screen or operate a robotic arm. Thought encoding using fMRI. A notable study published in 2008 by researchers at Carnegie Mellon University used fMRI to decode thoughts based on brain activity patterns. They asked participants to think of certain objects, and the researchers analyzed the fMRI data to classify the distinct brain activation patterns associated with different thoughts. The experiment showed that by analyzing brain activity, they could predict the object a participant was thinking of with an astonishing degree of accuracy. Monkey brain signal experiment research at the California Institute of Technology involved monkeys trained to move a cursor on a screen using only their thoughts. Electrodes implanted in their motor cortex recorded neural signals corresponding to specific movement intentions. The team then used these signals to control the cursor, effectively translating thought into action. This experiment demonstrated the feasibility of using brain signals to drive external devices in real time. Human dream control experiment. In another intriguing study, scientists explored the possibility of detecting thoughts during sleep. Researchers utilized EEG to monitor sleepers' brain activity and attempted to interpret dream content through neural patterns, paving the way for understanding and eventually controlling dreaming. Now let's shift our gaze towards the positive implications of these technologies. The potential benefits of thought transfer and brain chip implants are staggering. Firstly, think about the possibilities for communication. For individuals with speech impairments or disabilities, direct neural communication could provide a new lifeline. They may be able to express their thoughts without the need for traditional speaking or typing. Secondly, enhanced learning capabilities could revolutionize education. Imagine students with the ability to quickly absorb and store information through brain interfaces, a direct upload of knowledge. Moreover, mental health treatment could be transformed as well, offering therapies that directly modulate brain activity to alleviate conditions like depression or anxiety. Through these technologies, we stand on the brink of a new era in human potential, shifting the boundaries of what's possible. But as we marvel at these advancements, it's crucial to acknowledge the darker side of human thought transfer and brain implant technology. This isn't without its ethical and social concerns. Firstly, privacy is a huge concern. With the capacity to read and transmit thoughts comes the risk of hacking. Imagine unauthorized access to your innermost ideas. How safe is our cognitive privacy? What happens when data breaches occur and someone can access your thoughts without consent? Secondly, consider the societal implications of these technologies. We might face a future of cognitive disparity where access to brain enhancement becomes a privilege for the wealthy, widening the gap between those who can afford such technologies and those who cannot. Lastly, the psychological impacts cannot be overlooked. If we begin sharing thoughts freely, what happens to our individuality? Our uniqueness is often forged in our private musings, and the ability to connect our thoughts could potentially unravel the essence of who we are as individuals. In conclusion, we have embarked on an extraordinary journey from the theoretical concepts of thought transfer to the real-world applications of brain chip implants. The potential benefits of enhanced communication, improved learning, and revolutionary treatment options for mental health are incredibly promising. However, we must also tread carefully, considering the ethical implications and societal challenges that accompany these advancements. As we stand at this technological crossroads, the questions echo louder. What future do we envision with these technologies? How will we navigate the myriad possibilities and pitfalls they present? Will we harness these capabilities to uplift humanity or create a deeper divide among us? Thank you for joining us today on this exploration of thought transfer and brain chip implants. If you found this journey riveting, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the intersection of technology and the human experience. And now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these groundbreaking technologies? Would you consider implanting a chip to enhance your cognitive abilities? How do you feel about the potential risks? Share your opinions in the comments below. Together, let's navigate this brave new world and engage in meaningful conversations about our future. Stay curious, stay informed, and see you next time.
If you are interested in deepening and understanding your spirituality to know your divinity, please check out our recently published book on Amazon, whose link is included in the description below this video.